Okay guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. So this is going to be on the first strategy that I've titled the BPR strategy. Now, if you don't know what the BPR is, a BPR is overlapping fair value gaps. There's a video by TTrades that explains what the BPR is, and in this course I'll also be explaining what a BPR is. So this is just the schematic, right, for buy and sell. So this is the direct BPR. There's an example of indirect BPR. I'll drop an example of indirect BPR later, but this is direct BPR. So indirect BPR, it goes like this. So there is a BPR here, overlapping fair value gaps around here. There's liquidity, there's the Asian range. So what price does is that the Asian range I want to clarify, is 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. GMT plus 1 Nigerian time. That is the range I use. I have my reasons. 11 p.m. that's 23.00 to 8.00. That's 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. That's the range I use. Price should not clear the liquidity before. If you are buying the Asian range, they should be above the liquidity. If you are selling, the Asian range should be below the liquidity. So this is the schematic. This is how it works. Liquidity, Asian range, price comes into the BPR, and we have two targets. Number one is we target the Asian range. Number two is we target whatever high, right? Whatever high that is made after the Asian range if you want to buy. I will explain what I mean. Let me give you the example of that number two that I'm talking about. But this is, you just look at it and then you get it, right? This is how it works. So for targets, there are two targets. We can target the Asian range high if we are buying, or the Asian range low if we are selling. Just target here, or just account for spread usually. So this is the first way to place targets. Another way to place targets is if price does something like this. Let's say after the Asian range has been created, price now makes a higher high than the Asian range. If price does that, makes a higher high than the Asian range, what we can do is target that high. This is another type of target. So we can either target the Asian range high or any other high that has been created after it. Now price can tap into the BPR the next day, but not within the Asian, it must tap into it before the Asian range of the next day ends. Usually price can come in here, let's say, so this is 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. Price can come in by 1 a.m. here, can come by 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Anything later than that, it's not, the probability reduces for me, right? So this is just a brief introduction. I'm going to be going in depth. Okay, so this is just an example of direct BPR. I'll give you an example of indirect BPR. But before that, also please note, there are 4 elements to this strategy, and I will be telling you those 4 elements soon.